here, LaxCoachMike.com. Thrilled to share more drills that we've gotten from the NCAA coaches in 125 hours of podcasts on our website. Talked to a lot of great coaches. Obviously, every coach is unique and amazing in his own right. There's one coach that people ask me about, who's the most creative. Probably one of the most creative coaches that I'm fortunate to call a friend is Ted Garber. Coached at Rhode Island, coached at the Ohio Machine, coached at Loomis. Anyway, he's a great coach. I got this drill from him. Coach is great at figuring out how to run a drill to meet the needs of your team. Now, one of the most interesting things we've seen in the last couple of years after all these hundreds of hours of podcast is coaches at the college level, the NCAA lacrosse level, are focusing far more on intelligent and smart recovery than they are the slide itself, right? You see show slides, you see partial slides. Bill Tierney once said and reiterated from Coach Schreiber at Boys Latin, it could be the best check in today's game is a no check, right? We want to slide, force the pass, but in today's world, more important, and I say more important than the slide, is the recovery. So how do we focus our defensemen and our D-middies to slide, but focus on the recovery? And this is probably the greatest drill for this I've ever seen. It is a benchmark in our practices, and the kids love it. Today I'm going to share two of the options with you. So we're going to start actually inside of the restraining box, and we're going to have 4 lines of offensive players. Inside we're going to have 3 poles or 2 poles and a D-midi. These guys have to know their numbers. When they come on the field, one is number 1, one is number 2, and one is number 3. Doesn't matter how they line up initially, but each of them has to have a number. Now, our offensive players are just purely going to pass the ball around the outside, okay? And when they pass the ball around the outside on the first pass, the coach at the top of his lungs is going to yell, 1, 1, 1. I can still hear Garber yelling this. 1, 1, 1. As soon as they make this first pass, if I call 1, this defenseman right here slides out, okay? The offense makes an adjacent pass over here. The coach may yell, 3, 3, 3. When he yells number 3, this player has to slide out. Now this player has reversed back and gotten back into what is now a 2-man stack. So these defenders are constantly moving, right? And I may call 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and not even have 3 in the first couple of reps, so that they never know. They have to react to my voice or the coach's voice, similar to the way we want them to react to the communication that is so essential between defenders on the field at the same time. Does that make sense? So in the first variation of this drill, 1, 2, all they're doing is running out and running back. So we want the offense to make 3, 4, 5, or 6 passes to get this drill moving, okay? Then we're going to add an interesting element for the offense. They're not allowed to shoot at the beginning of the drill. Then they're allowed to shoot only off of a skip pass or a cross crease pass. So while these defenders are constantly sliding out, rotating, recovering back, sliding out, rotating, recovering back, they have to keep their head to their inside. We want to make sure that they're always turning to the inside, never turning to the outside. We coach them to get the stick and the passing lane to the backside pipe. And because if there is a skip pass, the offense is allowed to shoot. If there's a cross crease pass, if these guys get sucked out and they make this pass across the crease, this player is allowed to step in and shoot. And we have a goalie in for these drills, right, to help communicate. But we don't want this guy to shoot from more than 9 to 10 yards, right? Anyway, so that's the first element of the drill. Everybody with me? The second element of the drill is now we are going to add an additional offensive player. So instead of 4, we now have an offensive player at each corner, and we're going to add an offensive player in the crease. You can see where this gets really interesting. Now as the players recover, if I call D2 and he runs out, turns to the inside, keeps his stick to the inside to eliminate the passing lane, he's not just recovering into space, he has to find the crease man. or between him and the other defender that's left, because we've called another number, they need to find and cover the crease man. So now in this case, they can pass off a skip pass, they can pass off a cross crease, or they can pass with they can shoot with a pass into the crease. I would start your players with the basic drill after they've run it 2 or 3 days, maybe once a week for 2 weeks, then add this additional element. We've got some additional elements on our website. Just Google Gardener in the search box, and you'll see how we can add even more dimensions to this drill once the kids get it. Special thanks to you, Crossover. Special thanks to you, all the members of our site. Come see 100+ pages of lacrosse drills. Visit us on Lax Power Tour. We write a column. LaxCoachMike, LaxCoachMike.com.